Morgen tot president van de voetbalclub Barcelona wordt gekozen, dan is Beckham misschien weg. Laporta heeft zijn zinnen gezet op het Britse idool met een geschatte marktwaarde van 300 miljoen euro.
David Beckham, topvoetballer, zakenman, superster. De aanvoerder van Engeland is wereldberoemd. Om zijn voetbal, om zijn opvallende kleding, om zijn wekelijks veranderende kapsels en vanwege zijn huwelijk met de chicste Spice Girl, Posh. De Britten vinden dat hij een icoon is. Iedereen imiteert hem. Hij is zo modern, zo zeggen de rappers over de bleke Engelsman, dat hij eigenlijk zwart is. David Beckham, hier met Nelson Mandela, is een ambassadeur voor zijn land, maar ook een schatrijke zakenman. Zijn vermogen nadert de 100 miljoen euro en zijn wekelijkse salaris bedraagt 150.000 euro. Beckham heeft voor zijn club op dit moment een topverkoopwaarde. Hij is geen man, hij is een merk.
What David Beckham will bring to Barcelona is a real global presence. You know, the strength of Manchester United and David Beckham is that they are both global brands. And to that extent, David Beckham is worth more to Barcelona than he is to Manchester United. He can really help Barcelona develop this global presence.
Het lintje dat David Beckham vandaag van de Britse koningin kreeg, lijkt een afscheidsgeschenk. In Manchester zijn ze het nieuws van zijn mogelijke vertrek nog aan het verwerken.
I don't care about the football, just a shame he's leaving.
Why?
We just find a new pin-up, don't we? Who's going to be in all the papers from now, without pushing Becks?
I don't want to see him go though. You give him 15 years to the club, but it's one of those things. Like we were just saying, it's a business. It's not football anymore.
No way. Not leaving. No.
He's not leaving?
No way. He's staying in Manchester where he belongs.
Bij het Old Trafford stadion van Manchester United hebben buitenlandse supporters nog net een sjaal met Beckhams afbeelding gekocht. Maar zijn shirts hangen al in het clubmuseum. Hij zal hier snel tot het illustere verleden behoren. Op dit schilderij, een persiflage op een Italiaanse oude meester, is manager Alex Ferguson afgebeeld als Caesar, die zijn overwinning viert. David Beckham, een rustende held.
Real Madrid supporters believe that the most marketable player in the world will come here to the capital. This boy says that Beckham will come to Madrid because his wife wants him to come here. According to another fan, Beckham is coming to Spain because it's where the best money is. So while Laporta's election has cleared one hurdle for David Beckham to join Barcelona, there is still as much confusion as ever over which city the Beckham family will finally choose to make their home. Claire Marshall, BBC News, Madrid.
Until Joan Laporta made public his agreement with Manchester United to sign David Beckham, he was and also ran in the race to become Barcelona club president. His election promise to take the England captain to Catalonia not only allowed him to overhaul the pre-election favourite Lluís Bassat in the opinion polls, but to beat him comprehensively in the real one. There are further hurdles to negotiate, though. As the last of the votes were being cast by Barcelona members, their bitter rivals Real Madrid were moving 2 points clear of Real Sociedad in the race for the Spanish title with a 4-0 win over Atletico Madrid. Real, said to be Beckham's preferred destination, can guarantee Champions League football next season. Barca might not even make the UEFA Cup. So can Laporta stave off any threat from Madrid and deliver what he promised?
I would like to have a player like David Beckham, and a man like David Beckham in Barcelona, but our project is more than a player like him, that for us is a great player. We would like to have this player in our strong team that we are building.
Beckham and his wife have shown little enthusiasm for Barcelona thus far. Laporta might have some serious arm twisting ahead of him. Colm Harrison, BBC News.
Academy an die Briten abgeben. So ARD-Informationen aus dem inneren Zirkel von Real Madrid. Der Transfer heute Nacht auch die Top-Nachricht in den spanischen Fernsehnachrichten. Am 2. Juli soll Real-Präsident Florentino Pérez den Spitzenspieler vorstellen, so wie er es schon mit Ronaldo oder Zidane getan hat, oder mit Figo, der nach italienischen Quellen demnächst zu Inter Mailand wechselt. Beckhams Wechsel ein schwerer Schlag für den FC Barcelona. Sein neuer Präsident Laporta war am Sonntag mit dem Versprechen gewählt worden, Beckham für die Katalanen zu verpflichten. Jetzt geht er zum Erzrivalen
Real Madrid. United says it has accepted a fee of about $41 million for the England captain.
Real Madrid will make on David Beckham shirt sales alone. Whereas Barca weren't up for any of the major European competitions this year on the field, what's David Beckham got to look forward to?
He's got to look forward to playing for arguably the best team in the world, if not in Europe. Although Real Madrid fell slightly short in the Champions League, they were incredible to watch. He's going to enjoy the experience. So the fear for Manchester United and their supporters is that now Beckham is playing for Real Madrid, that he will come back to haunt them, and you can almost write the script now that come the end of next football season, it's going to be David Beckham for Real Madrid who's scoring a goal which knocks Manchester United out of the Champions League.
Within the past hour, Manchester United confirmed they'd accepted an offer of over £24 million for the England captain. He's agreed apparently to a 4-year deal. He could be on his way to Madrid as early as next month. The announcement ends months of intense speculation and uncertainty about Beckham's future.
Leaving tonight with his wife Victoria for a promotional tour of Asia, David Beckham was giving nothing away, but his silence hid the major decision he'd come to after days, if not weeks, of negotiation. Celebrating Manchester United winning the Premiership last month, this was Beckham's final appearance in a United shirt, the club he's supported all his life. At Old Trafford, disappointment at his departure.
For Man United, on the commercial side, they'll lose a fortune. A lot of fans all go there. It's amazing. Real Madrid, lucky them.
Tonight, the England captain described the move to Spain as an amazing opportunity for both him and his family. He said he'd regret it if he turned it down. The transfer also ends what had often been a strained relationship with Sir Alex Ferguson. But this evening, the manager wished the player he'd guided for 12 years every success in the future and thanked him for his service to the club. The deal will initially cost Real Madrid £17 million, with an extra £7 million based on performance. Beckham's contract will cover 4 seasons, and he'll earn around £90,000 a week. For the new president of Barcelona, the deal with Madrid is an early setback. His election pledge had been the delivery of the England captain. Beckham, though, had bigger ideas. At Real, he'll have to jostle for position with some of the best in the world. But for the club, the Beckham deal also brings in a player with huge commercial pulling power. And he got a taste of what's in store earlier this year with Manchester United at the Bernabeu Stadium in Madrid. Maybe even then, some already knew this would be David Beckham's new home. Daniela Ralph, BBC News.
Good evening. A reminder of the top stories on Sky News. The director of sport for Real Madrid has confirmed that David Beckham has signed a 4-year deal.
Beckham, nu nog op bezoek in Japan, krijgt een contract voor 4 jaar, maar er is nog niet getekend.
Apparently there is no contract yet, but there is a formal agreement between the Manchester United and the Real Madrid, which has the consent of the player.
De overgang van Beckham naar Real is een flinke tegenvaller voor de kersverse voorzitter van Barcelona, Laporta. Laporta beloofde zondag, na zijn uitverkiezing, Beckham naar Barcelona te zullen halen.
David Beckham gaat naar Real Madrid. Zijn huidige club Manchester United heeft een bod van Real aanvaard van niet minder dan 35 miljoen euro. En ook Beckham zelf heeft een akkoord met Real. Barcelona, de aartsrivaal van Real, wou Beckham ook, maar die zag dat niet zitten.
David Beckham is vandaag met zijn vrouw vertrokken naar Azië voor een promotietour en wou geen commentaar geven op het bericht over zijn transfer. Zijn huidige club, Manchester United, deed dat wel. Manchester bevestigde dat het een bod van Real aanvaard heeft van 35 miljoen euro en ook Beckham zelf heeft een akkoord met Real. Real verklaarde in een persbericht dat Beckham een contract getekend heeft voor 4 jaar. Hij komt in een team terecht met andere sterren zoals Zidane, Ronaldo, Figo en Raúl.
Siempre bien recibido como todos los que han venido y que se acople rápidamente al Madrid y va a venir al mejor equipo del mundo, nada más.
De transfer is slecht nieuws voor kerstvers Barcelona-voorzitter Laporta. Hij werd eergisteren verkozen en zijn belangrijkste belofte was de komst van Beckham. Laporta had een akkoord met Manchester United, maar Beckham zelf liet weten dat hij Barcelona niet zag zitten. Laporta heeft vanavond al zijn nederlaag in de strijd om Beckham toegegeven. David Beckham is 28 jaar, waarschijnlijk stelt Real hem op 2 juli voor aan de pers. Hij zou in Madrid 6 miljoen euro per jaar verdienen. Zijn overgang zou het begin kunnen betekenen van een hele transfercarousel in Europa.
So it's farewell to Manchester and hola to Spain. After weeks of speculation, David Beckham has confirmed that he'll be playing his football abroad next season, but it won't be in a Barcelona shirt. Instead, arch rivals Real Madrid have won the race for the England captain's signature.
And as always, with the most marketable face in football, the sums of money involved are huge. Real Madrid are paying £25 million for the midfielder, who'll earn up to £120,000 a week, and a £2 million payoff from Manchester United.
Leaving the country with the deal done. Next season, the England captain, David Beckham, will wear the white of Real Madrid. A team packed full of stars is about to get yet another one. Beckham is due in Japan this morning for a promotional tour. They love him here, and that is possibly what's so appealing to his Spanish suitors. In a statement, Beckham admitted the offer was just too good to turn down. He said, "I recognise that this is an amazing opportunity for me at this stage in my career, and a unique and exciting experience for my family." Indeed, Beckham's family have been increasingly important to him over the last couple of years. But as a young player, it was Sir Alex Ferguson who was the biggest influence on his career. Ferguson seemed keen to put an end to talk of a rift between him and his star midfielder. He said, "I've known David since he was 11 years of age, and it's been a pleasure to see him grow and develop into the player he has become." As for the fans, many of them have seen this coming.
It is a big loss. He's a great player. I wish he was still at our football club, but at the end of the day, you know, we're going to continue. We're going to carry on being the champions of England.
No longer is he an idol no more, because obviously performances have been affected by his lifestyle.
I've got this thought in the back of my mind that he'll come back to haunt us and he will knock us out of Europe with Real Madrid next year.
In Madrid, they're getting ready to welcome the Beckham Roadshow. Britain's most famous couple will find the media spotlight just as intense in their new home. Sally Nugent, BBC News.
Long the most famous club in England, now one of the richest clubs in the world. With Beckham in the lineup, the club has dominated English football for a decade and won the European Champions League. David Beckham's talent and presence have also made him England's captain and the flag-bearer of a nation's dreams, most memorably in last year's World Cup, when he scored the winning goal against the old enemy, Argentina. But Beckham is more than a world-class footballer. In a game where a full set of front teeth is a welcome attribute, he has film star good looks. He's idolised by teenage girls and quite a few guys. He has a huge fan base overseas, especially in Asia, even in Baghdad. And his glamour is matched by that of his wife, once posh spice, now Victoria Beckham. They are England's new aristocracy and live in appropriate rural splendour. One British newspaper reported on a meeting last month between two men, one an icon of his generation, adored by millions, who's brought hope to his country where there was despair. The other, Nelson Mandela. David Beckham is even the inspiration for a movie that's won audiences on both sides of the Atlantic, Bend It Like Beckham. But now, a nation trembles, for it seems certain that Becks and Posh may be lost to the Spaniards. There will be questions in the House. Tim Lister, CNN.